Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 10 minutes, so I will pause the recording software for now. And as soon as I find a potential opportunity, I will link you to a free class at painstakingly. We'll get things rolling again. Have an order at 178 here. I'm going to cancel that out. Feels a bit like a forced trade. I want to see the price up closer to that blue line. I am doing options. If you don't know what options are, just comment below option guide and I will link you to a free class I put together called The Big Basics of Options. It'll walk you through terminologies, how they work, and all of that. And I know sometimes options have a reputation of being very advanced and complicated, and they can be made that way, don't get me wrong, but they don't have to be made that way. And I approach them in more of a simplified way. So if that's something you'd be interested in, like I said, just comment down below option guide. And there it's right up around that blue line here. Let's go right there. See if we can get it at that level. All right, I'll keep a close eye on it, but I will pause the software for now. All right, right now I am looking to buy at 197. So the way my platform works is I'm watching those numbers over there, and I want to see those drop down to 197 and then go slightly below, which would allow me to buy. When I am able to buy, this whole white line here would turn green. So white means I'm trying to buy, green means I have been able to buy. So that's the number. That's where I'm looking on my screen right now to see if it's getting close or not to being able to potentially buy. So if you're unfamiliar with my platform, that's kind of a little crash course right there. All right, I will pause and I'll continue to keep a close eye on it. I have an order at, okay, I think I can get a little bit better than that. Let's go 193 instead. I have an order at 193. Maybe even 191 as I'm observing here. For a put here. Oh, so close. But then down it went. Well, in hindsight, should have probably just not, I mean, granted it's hindsight, I should have just left it at one of those original orders, but now I need to change it. So I just changed strike prices. You changed what? Again, that's one of the terms covered in that guide. So we'll go 197 there. And now I am looking for a breakout of that white line. I will go ahead and pause. I have an order at 175 here. Not getting filled. I've been sitting on the bid for quite a while. At this point, I'll go to 167. If you scroll back, you'll notice 175 was just sitting there as it is right now. And then, you'll notice that that white order was just not turning green. So, and yeah, so I didn't have my entry point right, because look at that, bounced right off that yellow line. But when the price was, or when the candle was at that level, I was on best bid. So I was like, okay, fill me anytime now. So a tricky environment right now. So maybe the entry point is more so 176. If it wants to go back up there, I can give it another try. But I will go ahead and pause for now. All right, it's once again at that line. See if it wants to push through. Like I said, I'll go to 167 here. All right, I will pause, but I'll keep a close eye on it. Adjusting to 163 now. All right, I will pause. I'm at 170 right now. 168 might be more accurate. Now this is a forced trade out of frustration. I can tell you that right now. Why am I shorting this within its range? That's just totally a forced trade. Definitely starting to get frustrated. At this point, if anything, it needs to be up through that white line there. It's 10 o'clock Eastern, so 30 minutes in, and not even, I mean, it seems like I've been close to some trades, but no trades at all. So yes, I got to be now very aware of the frustration voices, and that was one that just showed up. Just get in right there. Now, granted, I suppose I would have been right, but I don't think I would have been filled anyways as the prices come down. But regardless, that was still just me getting frustrated. So maybe a buy the pullback here opportunity. Okay, here we go. Yeah. All right, this is interesting. Go to 190. See if maybe we can buy something of a pullback here. All right, I will pause. Have an order at 187 here for a call. Once again, did not fill me, so let's try 185. $181. I mean, it is borderline impossible to get filled on these things. All right, now we're getting some good action here. I'm going to change strike prices though. Let's go 187 here. So let's see if this thing wants to bleed some more. Yeah, I like 187. Trying to time it up with that the yellow line there. I think 187 should be right about where that level's at. All right, I'll pause. We'll see what happens. Have an order at 185. It's close for maybe a second. All right, I'll pause. Okay, I'm at 185. Or I was at 185 on best bid, but that quick it changed. All right, I'll pause again. Well, maybe here. All right, I'll pause. All right, gonna go for 187 here. For a put, or excuse me, a call. Nope, that was what I wanted. All right, well, I may need to walk away. This may just not be my day. And sometimes that happens as traders. We'll see. I'll pause. All right, gonna go for a call here at 185. And as soon as I did that, it went green. All right. What is it? What are we at? Wow, 10 minutes and nothing. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, because this is, I mean, my goal here is to just show you the realistic side of things. And somehow, sometimes this is just the realistic side. I mean, if you're still watching this right now, bless your heart, you are definitely giving yourself a good dose of reality in terms of how trading can go sometimes. But at this point, I'm just going to wait until I get filled. I think you've got the idea. Yeah, a lot of times you'll be close, and then you'll have to cancel and adjust because you're trying to follow the rules, your strategy, and get that right entry point. So I think I've hammered that home now. So at this point, odds are you're just not going to see the entry point, because I don't want to have any more of these, what we've been witnessing. But like I said, if you're still here right now, I like you a lot. We are friends for sure. All right, I will pause. Okay, I sort of lied, but it's looking like 187 has a chance here to get filled. Whoops, 185. No, not 180. Trying to time it up with that blue line. Okay, 180. I will pause. All right, gonna try put here at 170. I got that. Put at 170. And out for $500 on that trade. And I was recording, right? I was recording. And yeah, in hindsight, I could have had even more. But well, it took a while, but I got one. And sometimes all it takes is one. And there we go. Market, or it's 10:41. Market's been open an hour and 11 minutes. I can't speak for you. I don't know what your time is worth. I don't know how you value your time. But for me, in my situation, $500 in, well, with commissions, $498 in an hour and 11 minutes. That is worth my time. I got to stop talking though. Well, that stings. Then, I mean, it's all hindsight. If I was still holding, I'd be up a lot more, but maybe another trade here all of a sudden. Let me, $197 here. Let me throw an order out for a call. There we go. See if we can maybe get another trade. So I'm at 197 for a call now. Let's see if it wants to come down just a bit more. All right, I'll pause. I'll keep an eye on it. And that and now with it bouncing, I'm going to go ahead and call it good. And there we go, $500. Well, $498. But yeah, so right there, I'm just going to call it, for simplicity's sake, the $500 sniper shot. Didn't work right away, but like I said, I had no reason, and really I was looking to potentially add another one because I had this overhead resistance right here. So sure, it bounced up some, but there was the history of that level rejecting the price, which you can see right there. So never wanted to panic out, wanted to give it a chance, and by giving it a chance, you can see that, again, in hindsight, I could have made a whole lot more than 500, but it did ultimately roll back over on that candle and put the $500 into my pocket. So again, if you're here still watching, we are friends. I get it. The first 10 minutes, whatever that was, super annoying, super like, what's the point? What's this guy doing? But that is trading. That is the realistic view of trading. Sometimes trading is like that. You are going to get frustrated. You are going to start forcing trades like you saw me even do, but you got to be able to recognize that. And I realized that I could just make a highlight reel. And I mean, I've had that suggestion and I appreciate it. It's a good suggestion. Well, why don't you just cut out all that dead space, cut out all those failed attempts where you try to get filled? And there's value in that, but I would argue there's more disvalue in it because now you're turning trading into a highlight reel where it's coming across like, okay, you just decide to get into a trade and you get in. No. The real world of trading, assuming you're being picky, assuming you're being patient, is a whole lot of, I wanted to get into a trade, but I didn't. I wanted to get into a trade, but I had to adjust my order and then I didn't get filled. That's the realistic view of trading. So like I said, my goal here is to give just the real look, not a highlight reel feel. And again, there is value in that. So for the people that have suggested that, it's a good suggestion, but not when it's my core goal. And my core goal is I just want this to be as real as it comes. That's why I do this as I talk. I trade as I talk, not doing a voiceover, because when you do a voiceover, it's not genuine because now I've had time to think about it. I know what to say because I have hindsight confirmation bias. But in these situations, when I don't know what's coming next, it just makes things more real. So like I said, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry for that first part of the video because that's just how it goes sometimes. But I'm going to go ahead and call it good. So yeah, $500 a day keeps the day job away. And I have many other streams of income. So this is a side hustle for me. And it's a situation where, if I can put $500 in my pocket in a little over an hour, that's worth my time. Might not be worth your time. Totally cool. But for me, my goals are just freedom of time, freedom of the schedule. I want to be able to look at my calendar and say, yeah, I want to do that. Nah, I don't want to do that. And, that's what I'm after. Clearly, $500 is not going to buy me a private jet, but I don't want a private jet. I have, 6 kids. I'm a father. I want to spend time with them. So that's why I seek after the freedom of time, which again, $500 in a little over an hour, certainly worth my time. So that is all I have for you. If you're still here, truly, we are friends. You got a very genuine look at the market. And, this is almost one of the most important videos I've done in a while because it does show the nitty gritty grind. So that's all I have. If you enjoy these, hit that like button. If you want to learn more about options, like I said, then just comment below option guide. So thanks for hanging out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.